And you can see when you count a lot of scores, you only throw one score away at the first half of the season, one event result, I should say, away. Now every event result counts past midseason cut. So even with Gentil finishing in the semifinals at El Salvador,
he's a showman as well. He loves to go big, and he usually pulls it off. So we see up and right in here, Ian Gentil.
Gentil, quick start in the overlapping format, and he's got a cool take on that little lean back hammer he's got.
But it definitely, confidence-wise, it's going to help him a lot. And right here, just kind of a warm-up wave. Nice finish right there. Got some release. The wave didn't have.
More waves on the way. Priority with Jansen, 7 and a 1.5. As we see the chip in with the whitewater down the beach. O'Leary throws his first snap. End section. Styles his way through the end section carve.
And that shows in the surfing, as you see right here. Hard wave to time it, but that was special right there. See, that wave had so much wobble in the lip, but he was able to keep the momentum forward and made that turn look big.
So the non-priority heat finding some space here. Gentil finding a backhand opportunity. His first turn on the right, 2.83, so that'll go with that.
Kind of get something on the way, you know, put something on the board. But nice turn here. Second turn, very critical and vertical. Unfortunately, again, just the wave not providing enough pushback for him. But this was a beautiful carve, very hard to do backhand. Get closer to Jaddy and Connor up and riding.
Connor, powerhouse from Cronulla, Australia. Big power hack with the drift and shuts it down. Well read. Wave for Connor O'Leary.
Connor was just going to spread apart. Ian came down swinging, and that was a very nice critical turn from Connor O'Leary right there.
Interesting when you break him down. That'll be the best number in this heat so far, but Ian's already answering. Snap, and then a 2-for-1, getting back to the lip for a float. Hanging in there, and he will get the completion.
Okay, that was interesting. As soon as you're expecting, oh, he's going to get a little bonus section right there.
Bonus reform, wraps it, rebounds off the water patrol. Snaps it on the inside, and fades out. Well done for Gentil, finding a lot of energy on that last wave.
And see right here, Ian Gentil. Nice first setup turn right here. Very quick and just identifying that big closeout section, what we were speaking earlier. This is where all the points are going to come out of it. And he was able to actually come out of that whitewash, which was impressive. And obviously not much is going to come down from this inside. The damage was done when that last big turn, and he's going to get very rewarded.
Ian Gentil and Connor finding a lot of space in the non-priority heat. Gentil's board does look like a bit of magic still. You mentioned that. Finding a great surfboard from Matt Biolis.
Trying to better 3.57, and he's not going to get on this last wave. And on the other hand, you see Connor on a nice looking wave.
Connor going upside down on the float, straight down and incomplete.
See right here, they sitting more towards the middle of the beach, and we see it looks like Ian up and riding.
Gentil starts with a nice clean off the top. Carving, throwing some water. Winds up with the snap to finish. And that wave's going to die out. So Gentil working on improving a 4.67. Nice release when the section provides.
Yeah, the wave just got a little bit too flat. We had that side lump coming from the rocks, and it probably looked when he was paddling like a good wall, because he was kind of a stretched out wave, but just didn't really concentrate the energy in the right spot, and the wave just didn't have enough energy. But well-surfed wave, I don't think.
What did he say, Jesse?
He said twice, can you bring my phone, please? But he had headphones on, so he maybe didn't hear the coach answering back. As
we look at his snap from Gentil up and down.
But I think it was the school about that talk of see Ian right here. Nice first crack, just the wave disappearing on him, and but he has last priority right now, so might as well swing it. Going very vertical right there. The wave kind of splitting the lip, and he was still able to kind of keep a good flow throughout. Good effort for him, but just the urgency right there.
Finding some quiet space on the beach. Gabriel Medina preparing for last year's event runner-up Samuel Pupo. Big connection on the forehand of Ian Gentil, finding a little bit more power to push against on that effort. But when he comes to returning home, he's hasn't yet had the victory here in Brazil. Lay back blowtail. Gentil getting creative on that end section.
And yeah, it's going to be back in the heat because Jetson was just about to get a little bit ahead of him.
Gentil throwing down the carve. He'll just get out of there. Important numbers in. Jadson, remember on that layback that he drilled on his previous ride, he improved his lead slightly.
Yeah, definitely. And it's, oh, I think we see a good wave for Connor right here.
Connor with some drive on this wall. And he just looks like he's out of there. Still chasing Ian's lead in the non-priority heat. Jersey as this event continues. Gentil and Connor O'Leary will turn into the priority heat. And we'll be bringing in Gabriel Medina and Samuel Pupa.
Isso que o Ítalo falou, né? Parece que você ganhou o campeonato. Como é que tá a sensação?
A sensação é incrível ter a oportunidade de surfar esse ano depois, né, de todo o processo da minha lesão. E ainda mais em casa, no Brasil, então é uma oportunidade única. E vencer o grife que eu atuo.
So he feels right at home hanging out with his best bud on tour. Snap off the lip for Gentil and throws a carve in the whitewater. That was an awkward section with the foam, but gosh, with his ability to recover, he did well there.
Just kind of turned into one from both sides, but very critical, hard to find that angle right there from Ian and finish it off very strongly. And see right here, the wave kind of
didn't have to hang out there, but his reason to stay was to back up Samuel Pupa. What a cool super coach to have. As we have Gentil, big speed float into the airdrop in transition. Keeping it smooth as this wave is dying out down the line, and he'll hop out.
I like that wave from Gabriel, and right here, as you mentioned, just so solid on top of his board and is able to project down the line a lot. That was a very tough wave to read, and yeah, I don't think he's going to come in.
Pupo with the best result when you do the comparison, competing in Brazil, but obviously Medina accomplishing a lot in his career, including 3 world titles. Carve and a kick. We've run out of time in the heat with Ian Gentil and Connor O'Leary. Gentil keeps his momentum solid from El Salvador, and he'll be reseeded into the round of 16.